So I've been posting YouTube Shorts for 787 days, and here are the results. On the total 40 million views I was able to generate on social media, over 5 million views came from YouTube Shorts alone. Now over 36.7 million of these views were generated in the first 6 months and starting with no audience. My goal with these shorts was to increase brand awareness, reach new audiences, and share my message with the world. Now when it comes to the business side of things, if I had gone to paid ads instead, generating 40 million views would have costed me anywhere from $80,000 all the way up to $2.8 million. That's a CPM varying between $2 per thousand views all the way up to $70 per thousand views. Now if we haven't met before, my name is Fred and I'm an entrepreneur from a lower middle class background. 4 years ago, I only had $400 to my name, and on top of that, I had severe anxiety. It took me 10 years from the moment I started my first online businesses at 11 to the moment I had my first $1,000 a day in sales online at only 21, selling services and digital products. But before that, I literally tried every business model you can think of, all the way from selling candies in the neighborhood and at school and having the wealthier kids make fun of me for that, to growing Instagram teen pages, and later on, even doing dropshipping with Facebook ads. My goal with this video is to share with you everything I learned, gaining over 40 million views on social media, starting with no audience, and generating my first $1,094 a day at only 21. Did you know that nowadays, 3 in 10 kids want to become YouTubers when they grow up? These kids are smart, they recognize an opportunity, and they want in. You may wonder, Fred, why is it that you invest so much in content? There are 2 reasons as to why. The first is because I feel like I have a message to share with the world. I want to empower ambitious individuals to break free from the traditional system, which is to get massively in debt, to pay for an overpriced degree that won't even teach you that much, to work for a corporation even if it sucks the life out of you, even if it makes you miserable. That's what I witnessed my father doing growing up. So I saw firsthand what working a dead-end job all of your life does to a person. And the other reason is I'm here to make fuck you money. It's that simple. Growing up in the lower middle class, I know what it's like to suffer from lack of money, and I never wanted to feel that kind of pain ever again. You have to understand that there has never been a better time to be alive in the entire history of the world than right now. Medicine has never been as evolved as it is today. The same goes for technology and for literally anything else. Nowadays in most countries, information is readily accessible, and with tools like Google, it's free. As we speak, there's this kid, Ryan Kaji, who got paid over $30 million last year alone for making funny videos for kids. So these kids out there making millions, yet you're still sitting here complaining that it's too hard. Go and get your piece of the pie. How did I, a kid from a lower middle class family, generate over 40 million views on social media and make $1,000 in a single day at only 21? That's only been possible thanks to the internet and social media. If I had listened to the advice of society, which is to get massively in debt, to pay for an overpriced marketing degree, and then slowly climb the corporate ladder for the next 40 years, even if it sucks you dry, do you seriously think I would have been able to accomplish that? Never. Do you think that if I had saved my money, invested in a 401k like a good boy, like the so-called financial experts told us to, do you really think I would have been able to make $1,000 in a single day at 21? Again, no. The conventional path leads to conventional results, while extraordinary actions lead to extraordinary outcomes. Remember that. In the Middle Ages, if you were born as a peasant and you wanted to rise to the top of society, you would need to gain the favor of the king, which was extremely unlikely to ever be granted to you. The truth is, if you were born a peasant, you were guaranteed to stay a peasant until the day you died. Nowadays, some 15-year-olds make hundreds of thousands of dollars per month with faceless accounts. You've never even heard of them. Nowadays, some 20-year-olds are running online agencies that bring them $20,000 in MRR. The internet and social media is the new gold rush. That is a fact. Now, if you want to hear my full story, how I went from struggling financially, only having $400 in my bank account, to making upwards of $1,000 in a single day at only 21, selling services and digital products, I've recorded a free video in which I explain the step-by-step process I used to make this happen. That way, you can literally just copy me. And in that same video, I'm also going to reveal the 2 best paths to $5,000 and $10,000 per month in 2024 and beyond. The link will be in the description below. As a content creator, you need to ask yourself, do I need to pick a niche or become the niche? What's the difference between the two, you may ask? Let's say you decided to make fitness content. That is your niche. If you made a video about cars, then that would be irrelevant to your audience because it has nothing to do with fitness, which is the overall subject of your brand as a content creator. The thing is, when you get to a certain level in popularity, people start to watch your videos not because they want the advice necessarily, but because they enjoy your company. It's like a sort of virtual friendship. They might be listening to you while they're driving, while they're working out, even while they're having a meal, and people have different interests. Somebody who could be interested in fitness could also be interested in making more money or in improving their relationships. Which is why past a certain point, it becomes very interesting to become the niche and make videos around your interests as opposed to only picking one topic and making videos on that only. But I'll be honest with you, as a beginner content creator, if you post vlogs, unless you have a crazy life already, no one is gonna care. It's going to be boring to watch for people. Now, is it true when they say the riches are in the niches? Yes and no. The thing is, fame doesn't always equal wealth. There's this influencer called Ariana Renee who couldn't even sell 36 t-shirts with over 2.6 million followers. So you can't just sell any product to your audience and expect to make a killing. People need to want what you've got to offer. However, oftentimes, the reason why you're not making as much money as you want is not because your offer is bad, but because not enough people even know about it. No one knows you, your company, or what you do. However, sometimes smaller accounts actually generate more money than bigger accounts. Why? Because since they're more targeted, they attract more qualified leads. So they might get less views, but at least they get the right views. The truth is, followers don't matter as much as before. Back then, social media used to be, well, if you have a lot of followers, you'll get a lot of impressions and a lot of views. And if you don't have a lot of followers, you'll get a lot less views and a lot less impressions. To some degree, it is still true today, because bigger channels still get more impressions when they release a video. It makes sense. They've amassed a bigger audience over the course of years. However, ever since TikTok joined the party, everything changed. TikTok arrived one day, and in order to compete with the big guys, with YouTube, with Facebook, with Twitter, etc., they said, you know what? Fuck all of you guys. On our platform, anybody can post a piece of content, regardless of following size, and go viral overnight. And so, of course, a lot of creators saw a massive opportunity. So they joined TikTok and they started posting content. And whereas they had been struggling to get any traction for years on the big platforms, on TikTok, they would see their videos get millions of views literally overnight. What matters more than followers nowadays, it's views. If you have 10 million followers, but you get 1,000 views a video, it's pretty much a dead account. And if anything, having 10 million followers makes you look even worse, because when people stumble upon your page, they will just think you bought followers. And with the way that social media platforms are optimized nowadays, most of the content that you make is served to non-followers primarily. Now, some people will become true fans and watch everything that you release, but that will only be a small percentage of the people who follow you. At the end of the day, views make you money, whereas followers themselves don't. The more awareness you have for your brand, the more cash you will print. Now, not every view is equal. You could take a look at my account and wonder, how did you make $1,000 in a day at 21 with so few subscribers? That's because across the board, we've generated over 40 million views, and that's more awareness for my brand. If I wanted to create crazy viral accounts, that'd be easy. I could create a brand new Instagram team page and post cute cat reels and memes, and I can guarantee very quickly I could have millions of views and hundreds of thousands of followers, but that wouldn't bring me more business, so there's no point in doing that for me. At the end of the day, if you just focus on getting views and followers just for the sake of it, that's not a business, that's vanity metrics. You have to ask yourself, what is the purpose behind the content I make? Is it just for clout? Or are you a businessman, businesswoman, leveraging this opportunity to grow your company? I would much rather have 10,000 subscribers and make $1 million in a year, as opposed to having 1 million followers but only making $10,000 in a year. What would you rather have? Let me know in the comments down below. Now you may wonder, as a content creator, should I prioritize quality or quantity? Should I go mass market or should I niche down? Ideally, you need to do both quality and quantity. The thing is, everyone is going to tell you to make better content, but that's like telling a cook to make better food. That's not helpful advice. The real question is, how do you do that? Everyone has a different definition of what quality is. It's a very subjective term. For some people, ASMR mukbang videos are the definition of quality. For me, it's not. And the truth is, in order to even know what your target audience enjoys, you need to publish lots of pieces of content to figure it out. You won't know what quality is unless you put in the reps and you get better at it over time. Now, how do you monetize your brand? The theory of the 1,000 true fans states that you only need 1,000 true fans who love what you do, who watch every video, who buy everything that you release, and if that group of people is willing to pay you $100 per year, you now make $100,000 per year. And that's why some very small accounts are able to make more money than bigger accounts sometimes, because they have those 1,000 true fans. Sometimes riches are in the niches indeed. Now, you can typically monetize your account with AdSense revenue, with sponsors, but the best way is to sell your own services or products. If you want to learn how to do that in detail, check out the first link in the description. That being said, if you found this video helpful, share it with a friend, and together, let's blow up this YouTube channel and empower ambitious individuals across the globe to become financially free.